Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I am Mike.
Stressed out Tom at that.
It is highly stressed out, Tom.
And today we're cracking open a new bottle of Found North Cask Strength Single Barrel Whiskey. So I'll apologize in advance. I talked to a lot of you guys, and I do not remember who actually made the suggestion, but it didn't come off too bad. It was just a little chunklets of the wax. But one of you guys suggested Julio's had a single barrel from Found North, because I'd never seen Found North around us. You know what I mean?
You put that out like 6 months ago.
Well, because somebody sent us in a sample of it. I'm like, I need to get me one of these. So you guys said this was great. I'm going to check it out right now. So this one comes in, we'll give you the particulars right now. This one comes in at 117.5 proof. We got it for $109.99. This happens to be season 4, which I think is cool because then they have different seasons, I guess that's what they call it.
All right.
This is cask number 5691 and bottle number 40. This is distilled in Canada, and it's bottled by Found North Whiskey out of Rochester, New York. It is a mash bill of 71% corn, 29% wheat. And the season 4 recipe, and it took me a minute to figure this out, consists of a 21-year corn whiskey, a 20-year corn whiskey, 15-year corn whiskey, and an 8-year wheat. And they blend it all together and they make something. All right.
Okay. So
not a fan of the cork pop. We got
they got an F on that one.
Yeah, they got an F on the cork pop.
Yeah, okay.
The wax wasn't horrible though, I gotta say.
No.
It didn't. It started flaking like that old. Remember what was it? An old Knob Creek.
It was an old Knob Creek.
It was like, just
that was actually
everywhere.
It was funny as hell. Yeah. For you, not for me.
For you, not so much me. Yeah. Right. But
don't mind me. I'm just going to give it a little.
The bottle reader neglected to do the bottle.
I says, do I need any? There's a shitload on the bottle to read. I didn't read anything.
He was too busy fishing for his microphone that he threw around the room somewhere and couldn't find. But
so walk-in stress ball. Here we are.
Walking stress ball. When his microphone doesn't work, do we know why?
Okay.
Is it even green? I didn't even check you. Usually I check you. Or do you even have it on?
Up there.
I was going to say, is it over there? But, all right.
So pessimistic.
No, I'm realistic. That's the difference.
Pessimistic.
We really
the nose
like.
Isn't bad.
We really like the sample when it was sent in. No, the nose is actually very good.
The nose is very good.
So I neglected to say, so this is one of the lock and key, and they call it golden bread because I believe that's what they actually call a French toast up in Canada is golden bread or something like that. So that's what it's actually named after. Wow, that's actually very good.
This
for a first sip.
Yeah, this drink's like it has a shitload of rye and there's like no rye.
Right. Well, I thought I was getting Pop Rocky on my tongue. I took a little sip because I wasn't sure where we were going to go.
I just took a sip and drank, and I didn't swish it.
Yep.
And it gives you.
Who does that?
It's well over like a 118 initial sip.
I thought that at first. I took a little baby sip because I wasn't sure how hot it was going to hit me.
This is actually pretty good.
I wanted to. Oh no, it is. There was a huge that wheat flavor though. That to me. I get you, Pop Rocky on the tongue. No, that is definitely firing off on the tongue.
When you swish it, yeah. And there's no rye.
No, I get that, but it's got that. This is actually very
confusing.
Good.
This is very good.
I did want to do this because we did kind of dump on a lot of Canadian because we really couldn't find anything. But I mean, those are big years. That Canadian whiskey's been sitting in barrels for a long time. Yeah.
Is this actually a whiskey?
Yes.
Yeah, that's gonna fuck with me too. But
anyway. Well, we don't play the game anymore, so you'll be good to go. We guess it, but we're not.
We suck at it.
Well, it's one of them things when there's not a penalty involved. Like it really doesn't matter. I buckled down a little bit more when there's pressure.
When we do like the Sunday fun day type deal, because we actually could see what's in front of us a little bit. We have a better idea, but out of the clear blue.
Also, too, I give it on my all when you guys send in a sample. Like I legitimately try to give you the truth
like
every time. Anyways, no. But I take it more seriously. Like I went okay, I got to get this right because somebody was nice enough to send it in. But on this one, when I roll it on my tongue,
everything here is right there.
Mm-hmm.
Dose-wise, this is very good.
You get that initial caramel blast in the front, but then it brings me to where, and I don't mistake it for like the bad hay or the bad grass, but I'm getting that wheat taste like I got in one of the makers, where it's just a different flavor that's coming out as I roll it on my tongue.
So that's a negative view.
It's not a negative.
I'm
just saying.
Makers, so.
I'm not saying there was only that one where I was
actually be a good competitor against one of them. Actually,
I didn't want it to come off as being like a negative. Like it's not the wet hay or the grass. It might. It's a little proofier, but it's definitely
but it's not drinking that crazy.
No,
that much hotter. I mean, they're like 110, when they're like 110 land.
In my head, it kind of brings me to where when I drink the Chattanoogas, where it has a little twang to it that's different.
It's spikier too.
Yeah, it just comes off a little different. I actually. Yeah, like the flavor profile. It's not like it changes.
It's so there's a lot of years there.
No, I understand it, but it changes, but not in a bad way. You're taking it as it's not the wet hay or the grass that I don't like. It has like that, like you're tasting the grain, which I always say it's like a wheat taste to me because it's half the time it's a rye, but it has like you taste like as it roll it on my tongue, it goes from like the caramel to like I can taste some grains in there, but not in a bad way. It's actually.
I could see where you're going there, but I kind of enjoy that. So
I do too. You're taking it as I'm saying a negative. I'm not meaning it negative this time.
Merely talking
it's given me a ride that I like. So I can't say this is a one note because it's coming from the caramel and it's changing over to a different flavor.
There is a little middle flavor, correct?
That's all I meant.
It might be even two flavors.
And then when you finish, it does have a nice oaky presence in there,
and a nice little hung, a hug rather. Yeah. It does sit here. I've been just doing baby sips, so this could be right up there. This is we don't do a lot of Canadian, and this is by far going to be right up there as one of our better ones.
Oh, hands down, this is the best one I've had from as far as a Canadian whiskey. Which I don't even know if they don't even classify it as that. It is distilled in Canada. But
Alberta might have been close.
Yeah.
That was a while ago.
That was a long time ago, yeah. No, that one was decent, but this is very good.
It is very good.
Yep.
I'm not sad with this, honestly. When you said, we're gonna do a Canadian, I'm like, okay, but they're never this in proof. So
well, there's many years. You know what I mean? That's the one thing about them. I always want to do that. People always talked about Found North, and I can't find them around here. You know what I mean? Normally, you don't see them.
I have not. And that's almost like the Irish. 90% of the Irish is 80 proof.
Right.
Fathom Inland, not a lot with it.
And a lot of them are made to just be mixed drinks. And then they're not even looking to drink it straight.
Same with the Canadian. It's kind of in that same, Crown Royal. And then, they got many flavors. And do they get the flavors pretty damn close? They do. They do a great job on that.
Right.
Just, if you're sitting by yourself.
Did we already reload?
No, we did not.
I was like, I don't know if I reloaded. I like this a lot. I just want to try a little bit more to see if it changes a little bit while it's in the glass. But I'm like, I don't know if I drank it that fast. But no, thank you for the suggestion, by the way. Thank you for the sample that actually spurred on the conversation that actually brought the suggestion on.
You actually sent out a text, to me, probably and to Steve, 6-7 months ago.
Yes.
And like, find this. I'm like,
because I've heard other people talk about Found North, and again, I not that easy to shout out from us, but the bourbon judge says he used to get it when he would go up to Stowe. So I knew you were going up to Maine, and I'm like, that's not that far away. Like, would it be up there too? Because I didn't know where it was out of.
Right.
Because I never did the research.
New Hampshire. Yeah. On my way through. Maybe it is now.
Rochester, New York. You know what I mean? It's not that far in that range. That's what I'm saying. So I'm just trying to think like how much it distributes. But again, this was at Julio's, but it's a store pick. But I've never seen this sitting on a shelf somewhere. I know his Magical Store had one, and I said, hold off for now because one of you guys suggested the Julio's, and I said, I want to see. Now I'm interested. If it's around the same price, I might get the other one, and then we can compare single barrel.
I really like to go see. One day we should take a ride with Steve and just go see this Magical Store where it's at.
Oh, I know. I
have no idea what kind of connection he has.
No, I don't know.
He's got a great connection. Just that's A+ to him. He's just a happy shopper, and occasional visitor, but which
He is the best shopper we have, not even a question.
and just has like a great connection.
Yep.
So
I-
plus.
Although he does go, because when he, if he has to travel
No.
for work and stuff, so he
does.
hits different spots all over the place for me too. So
The country,
Man,
up and
this
down the
is-
East Coast, it's
this just keeps getting better in a glass. This
I'm with
has
you.
a great viscosity. It really coats any single thing. If you swish it, every single thing it touches, that grain flavor just stays. It's not proof either. It's all the flavor of what it is.
I just don't know if it's as good as the one we did a couple days ago. That one really, and that was only 100 proof.
Oh,
That one
you're
actually-
talking about
that-
the rye?
Yeah, that
Okay.
nose kind of really stood out. So
That was very good.
in my category, I'm still A-A, but I maybe leaning a little more towards an A- on this one because that one really did stand out.
Oh, I don't know if I want to go to an A-. This is solid.
It is okay. So those are my 2 grades. We can
No,
go, we
I'm
can go in
just,
between.
I'm thinking I wasn't in the grade
This
mode
is
yet.
this is by far the best Canadian we've had this year.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably gonna be the best. I don't know.
Yeah, let's not limit that to this year.
You
but
don't do a shitload of shopping in the Canadian land, and
Just
if
none of
I
it's good.
do, I try to find something with proof.
I think I like that extra little proof bump that this one brings compared to the other one the other day. I think this is
Almost
as good.
as easy as a drinker, though.
Man, I don't know. It's not as easy as a drinker.
No, it is.
Okay, I was like, really? Because I don't find it hot
Pay
in
attention,
any way.
Tom.
I'm trying. I'm with you. Actually, you know what this would be good against would be like Bernheim, I think, because then you're in the same categories. You know what I mean?
Weeder.
Because it's just because then it's a weeder against a weeder.
That'd be,
You know what I mean?
and it'd be cool. Yeah.
I like that idea because we actually have 3 of them. So future time, write that down because I'll actually put
I
that
wonder if that
together.
would stand out. I wonder if this would be. I don't know if it would, honestly.
Because now that's what's making me think. I don't know because you basically
Well, you
other
could
than
even throw a Lassie in there.
well we got 3 Bernheims that are all barrel proof, so we could throw them all against each other and see where it landed out. You know what I
Or
mean?
do we throw a Lassie for a Twitch and can you pick any of them out?
We can do that too.
Let's confuse us even more.
You know, he's gonna have me write all this down. All right, so future
Future
Tom,
Tom.
disregard because we don't know what the hell we're doing. But we know I can do that though. I can do like especially if we can ever find the new one. Maybe I could throw that in like a
We
larceny.
don't have to. I kind of like, I like the 3 Bernheims.
I want to do the Battle of Bernheim eventually, anyways, because we got 3 of them, anyways. Like, we got 3 of the different years and stuff like that.
So
but
if we did a 3
you know,
with this, that would actually
so,
be pretty.
yeah.
That'd be pretty close.
see where it comes out. I don't know.
This is
very
it's
good.
A pretty easy drinker.
Yeah. So where did you settle? You were like at what? A-? I
No,
like my A.
know.
I like the A.
I said A minus.
Yeah, no. I like your A better than the A- because I there's really this is on par and going off of memory so hard, if not better than that one. If we put them head to head, I think this one might hold it just because it carries that flavor a little bit longer because it has that little bump and proof.
I agree with you 100%.
You know what I mean?
That nose was probably a little better,
Mhm.
but again, we don't drink what you nose, and they be close. I think it would hold its own. And you said it, when I said I think that last one was an A. Yeah, it's gonna probably get smoked on a regular basis.
That'll be a
because of
fun one,
proof.
actually. If I'm paying attention, future Tom, if you're listening again, I'll put this in a blind. We'll see. I'll put it under your name that you picked it. This one, no, we'll put it in Blind Fight Friday, and it'll come up,
2
whenever.
years from now.
It'll come up tomorrow because that's the way he grabs them. But you know what I mean? And then we'll see what happens, But I'll write it down as one of them too. And then that way, we'll find out. There's only one way to find out because we won't have a clue which one we're doing.
Because it could be 2 years from now.
It could be.
Yeah, so
And we won't even know what it is.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because it'll be long gone by then. I'm gonna have to back this off myself because I actually like this one a lot.
No,
there is 0 elbows coming out of this for
I was just gonna say
$117.
it's a super,
proof.
super easy drink.
Yeah, for 117 proof,
It's-
it is given. There's
No.
nothing in your mouth but flavor, but it gives me a slight hug. That's about it.
Okay, slight hug.
That's it.
Slight is a good word
That's-
because it
it's-
is barely a hug.
No, that's what I'm saying. But there's nothing.
Yeah.
But the flavor stays in your mouth. It's not like some of the bookers we had that were like as Steve liked to say, and it was one of the best descriptions. I have to get by the proof before I can taste it.
We just
This-
did one where the ethanol was crazy front. but
This is.
I agree.
This is
easy.
This is all flavor in your mouth. Gives you a nice little hug, but you're not getting 100. I mean,
But
Sweetens Cove was a perfect example. It was 110 proof, and we were like, "Ooh, burning me up."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When we first cracked that.
This one's
Or
almost
that
like
Yellowstone when we first cracked it, we were like, "Ooh, that's hot."
It
you know?
was. It's still
You know,
Sparkles.
it's gone.
Ezra still
It's gone.
sparkles.
That one didn't make it.
These,
So yeah. This-
all said and done, this is a very good complete package.
No, I agree. I'll have to. I can unleash Steve on it. It's probably going to be another $110, but I wouldn't mind putting them head to head though to see single barrel versus single barrel to see if the store picks are different. You know what I mean? On there.
Oh, the other one
Out of his store, yeah. I'm 90% sure it was either Burlington or it was his magical store.
Yeah, but was that? That's probably another store pick.
I think it was.
Yeah, it would be.
So it would be store pick versus store pick. So it would be just a fun comparison to throw into a future blind fight too.
It would.
So here are all these blind fights I'm doing, and then when you say you drink it all, nope, going in the sample bottles. So, well, there you go.
He's so dramatic.
This is our found note. Thank you again, and I apologize whoever I can't remember who actually said, hey, by the way, they have it at Julio's, but again, I talk to so many of you guys, I get all these jumbled up. But
I did read them all, and I don't. It's not.
I don't remember specifically who it is. I don't want to shout out the wrong person. So there you go. This is Found North Cask Strength Single Barrel Whiskey. And again, this is a store pick. I'm sure they do them all over the place. Like I said, Steve Stores has a store pick. So you can leave a comment down below if you guys get it around, because I don't see it other than his magical store. I don't, in Julio's, unless it's a store pick. I don't see Found North sitting on the shelves.
It's not.
Because I know I've seen people do like Pellegrin or what is the Falcons and all the different things. They name them after different birds and stuff like that. And I've never seen any of them in any of the stores that I shop in on a regular basis. So, well, there you go. That's our review. Again, thank you for the suggestion. I try to follow through whenever anyone tries to do a suggestion, because you guys know better than us most times.
I have a pen and paper. I write it down.
This is an easy A for me. We're gonna go. So there you go. That being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.